Hi, everyone. It's Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. We're here on the internet to do some video games this time. Thought it would be fun to check out a video game or two, maybe even three. I'm at least, I'm going to say at least two, perhaps more. They started selling Gundam skins in Call of Duty. This was there was a trailer for this a few days ago, and they started selling them a couple of days after that. I think there's going to be 3 in all, but 2 of them are available now, and I decided to check them out last night, and I just thought I would fire it up real quick and let you take a look at it. It's kind of cool. I don't know. The guns are kind of cool. Specifically, the skins, like they look, it looks like Gundams. But some of the way that they implemented those are maybe a little bit underwhelming. Because of how they did it, and I will show you what I mean here in a sec as soon as it's done with whatever the hell it's doing. Let's switch over here. To the action zone. Come on. Come on. Ah. Ah. There we go. Very hitchy here in the morning. It's got a lot of weapon blueprints to download, I guess. Oh, it's because there's new video drivers came out this morning, so it's got to shade. It's got to do its shader business. So that's going to be a little hitchy for a while here, but I should be able to at least show you this stuff. It's weird that this is a thing. That every time a new video card driver comes out, that games have to just sit there and think about it for a while. I mean, the benefits are like this is something that I think I learned from PlayStation 3 emulation, is because they will compile shaders on the fly and games will hitch up while you're trying to play them. And that's not great. There he is. It's Gundam. Gundam is here. Captain Gundam. So what they did with these is and I wish that they didn't do them this way because it makes it harder for you to find them. They have just assigned these as skins for some of the existing characters in the game. And every menu change is going to be brutal because of this shader business. Maybe I should just sit here and we could talk for a while before I try to really get into it. So it's not like the Gundam doesn't have its own square on the character select screen. You have to go pick a dude. You have to remember which dude it is, and then pick the Gundam skin for said dude. And that's clunky. It's not awesome. It's again, you have to remember which dude got the Gundam skin again, if you ever want to go back in there and reassign it or whatever. I like that it's still sitting there and saying 0% despite being as hitchy as it could possibly be. But yes, that does look. Well, I think we can go back to the screen. That's pants under there. Like, this is just a guy wearing pants and this guy is ready for Comic Cats fucking 2025. Comes with guns as well. You can probably look at the gun. So the gun is actually the part that I'm into here, because it has a different sound effect for it, and it's kind of rad. This is the aerial beam rifle. There is another beam rifle variant, and then what the Zaku comes with, submachine gun, and I don't know where it is. I don't know. All right, it's not one of those. There's a place you can go to look at. Hey, here's the stuff you bought, and so you can approach it that way, which is probably a faster way to do this. Do I have any of those? No, I don't. So we checked RAM. It's not a RAM 9. It's there it is. So let's put that on there. While we're at it. And then there was a second. We are going to have to go in and look at the... Let's see. I think if we go to store... Oh, is this the third one? Yeah, okay. So now this one is available now as well. I mean, I don't know. There we go. Now we're talking. The Zaku comes with an axe of some kind of laser axe. And they give you a bunch of, icons and whatever else. You could put this sticker on a gun. All right, we're gonna equip that laser sword. Would that count as it's just a regular old melee, right? There's nothing. Oh, is it gonna be a? Okay. So they put a sword into the game this season. This is just a skin for that sword, technically. Oh, there's also a melee shield. There's a... Yeah. Oh, they don't show it. That's actually frustrating. But the gun, the shield for the Gundam looks all Gundammed up. Maybe we should just jump in and it will compile on the fly. So the frustrating thing here is, well, I bought that other skin and now I don't know where to find it. So I have to go to store my bundles, which shows everything I've purchased. And then I can go in and look and see, okay, that is a skin for Riptide. Riptide. I mean, I guess I could just hit this button and equip it from here as well. But, okay. So this is the one Gundam, the one I just got, the RX-78-2 here, is the only one that's on the good guy side. The other two are on the bad guy side. So that's good. That means no matter what we do, we will get a Gundam of some kind. Not that you'll see it because it's a first-person game. Why does it run like shit? Because it's compiling shaders. Because new video card drivers came out this morning, and so it has to recompile all the shaders. So while it does that, the game runs bad. But I do like that these just look like fucking dudes wearing cosplay parts. I think that's I think that's really awesome. Let's go back to, we'll equip I have not used this guy yet, so let's equip him. And yeah, see, he's got an axe, a sniper rifle, and a submachine gun. And they get finishers too, which is kind of neat, I guess. It's starting to move, so maybe we should just wait it out. But like one of the things they do with some of the guns that they sell is they will have custom tracers and death effects and stuff like that. So over the course of the year of a Call of Duty game being out, the game starts to look more and more ridiculous because you've got anime explosions and a guy turning into demons, or whatever, like a big skull appears when a guy dies, and so as they sell more stuff, the game, and this is that's the trajectory for just about any game these days, right? Is it just looks more ridiculous as time goes on. Let's just get into it. The match will be stuttery. Usually it will compile the shaders in match reasonably quickly. Can you turn those effects off? No, people pay good money for those effects. Why would you? If you allow other players to turn them off, then you nullify the whole point of cosmetics, is to be like, I'm gonna shove this thing I bought down your fucking throat. But some of the effects are kind of large in a way that like can obscure your vision. So there's, you could maybe argue that there's some kind of benefit to using stuff like that, but generally when you do that, you're limited to their blueprints. You can't really modify those guns, and I don't really use blueprint guns very often. I usually kind of customize my own, and I'm probably like losing out or something, but okay, so we'll spin around a little bit, let it see some textures, and hopefully compile them. I don't think I have played on this map yet.
We've secured the lead.
Capsule Hotel.
The enemy's taken the lead.
So yeah, the gun sound effect is cool.
We have taken the lead.
It's fucking rad. Like it's like the skins are cool and all, but like the fucking gun noises are so good. Why am I?
Friendly mosquito deployed.
Ah. See, it is rare in my experience to go to a Japanese arcade and see this style of cabinet. Like, these are American arcade cabinets. You don't really see these anymore over there, in my experience. So that's kind of a weird. They could have done better.
Hostiles deploy the mosquito.
And the DNA thing, the helixes are part of some ongoing event where you collect DNA. I got blown up. Oh, if I'm the last kill, you'll get to see
Return to
that
base.
skin. Not my best match for sure. Let's try the other guns. Yeah, the skin carryover thing is a concern. They're 4 days away, according to this screen in front of me right here, from revealing Black Ops 6, and they need to say if these skins are going to work in the next game or not. My assumption is that they won't, because Treyarch will want to carve out their own universe and their own separate thing, and having all of these guys running around the game would not fit with their Gulf War vibe or whatever. So I'm guessing that these characters will all still work in Warzone, and they probably will not work in competitive multiplayer. I would love to be wrong, you know, because I think that actually, like, so my recommendation here is I actually think that buying the Gundam skins is a super bad move, considering the new game is a few months out. You know, it's a hard sell. I still have a negative opinion of the game. Seems like you're warming up to it. So my biggest problem with the game at launch was I think the maps were bad. And they have released a lot more maps since then, and a lot of them are better. So that has fixed kind of what became my main issue with it. I think there's still stuff about the way they handle all these challenges and unlocks and everything. Like, there's a lot of clunky stuff that's still in this game, you know, after 4 seasons of updates and stuff. Where you've got, like, okay, that's a good example where they do say that the aftermarket part you're unlocking is for the cast-off 762. So at least they do that. They weren't doing that earlier in the year. In their game year, I should say, not in 2024. So you would unlock these, or you'd look at this stuff and go like, oh, I can unlock the Jack Limb Ripper. Awesome. What gun does that go on? I have no idea. What gun is that compatible with? This one we know because of the flavor text that it goes on an M16. This one goes on an AMR9. So they've gotten better about some of that stuff. But there's still just a handful of things where, like, hey, man, you want to unlock this chainsaw to put on your gun? And I'm like, yeah, kinda. And I'm sure it does go on multiple, but, you know, that's just something they could say. Let's try this one.
Team deathmatch. All operatives, you're clear to engage.
That's pretty good.
Loading fresh mag.
But they don't do voice lines. That's kind of the bummer, is that it keeps the voice lines for whatever character this skin is being strapped to. And I think that's fine. But there was an opportunity here to do something else. You know? And get the voice actors, or, you know, to get some characters, like whoever piloted. And I'm not a Gundam guy. I probably will, you know, give me another year or so of time to watch some stuff and I'll probably become a Gundam guy, but
Throwing Simtex.
but instead they're just skins.
Changing mags.
And I wish it was more, but also, you know, some of the other kind of celebrity skins and stuff. Well, you know, those would be professional goddamn voice actors, so they'd probably do a good job. As opposed to like Cheech and Chong and Snoop Dogg. Some of his line reads are, well, his line reads are great.
Semtex out.
It's not to say that they're good, but they're definitely great.
Stun grenade out. Placed it. Reloading. Enemy contact. Hostile. Got contact. Changing max.
I think the anime explosion effect is pretty good.
Semtex. Stun grenade. Thermite incoming.
Ugh.
Taking effective fire. Loading fresh. Visual on the target. On your stick.
This probably isn't a great map for the for that melee class.
Reloading. Loading fresh mag. Taking fire. You're halfway to mission complete. Finish it. Deployed. Changing max. Our counter UAV is active. Requesting recon flyover. Online. Lost contact. Loading fresh mag. Careless, feeling weak.
Not the gun for that range.
Reloading.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTV at this time.
Requesting close air. Target marked. Friendly UAV on station. Target area marked. You're cleared hot. Copy that. Tiger 4 inbound. Wanted job.
Well, I got one guy.
Friendly counter UAV is online. Enemy KIA.
I could do this in my sleep.
Changing max. Enemy movement.
That Gundam just fucking stabbed that guy.
Friendly UAV online. Taking fire! X-ray spotted. Stun grenade! Hostile eliminated. Remote turret deployed. Need recon overhead. Check your fire.
Nope, that's my guy.
Missile ready for launch. Requesting close air. Target marked. Impact. Good effect.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
Turret active. SAE ready to launch.
Oh,
Target area marked. You're cleared hot.
Copy.
Tiger 4, flight of 3, inbound for SAE. Enemy KIA. Good at
Okay. Did a little better that time.
complete. Good work.
I'll take it. Okay, now is there a small map? Oops. Wait. Is there any kind of small map playlist where I can use the shield and melee? I guess they consider Tokyo to be a medium-sized map. There we go. Small map mosh pit. Let's do that. And we'll use this beam saber. This class is weirdly, I never really, the way they did the vests and perks and the way that they built all of this stuff, I don't much care for it. And it felt like they spent a year like adding new vests to the game that confer bonuses that the perks also confer, to like give you an alternate way to pick that perk and still have a slot. And like they spent a bunch of time trying to balance that stuff and then added a bunch of shit to it anyway, that I would rather they just kind of have like a pick 10 style thing or something, you know, just like let people get the freedom that way. I didn't equip the executions, and that's the kind of the other problem you run into with, you know, if this was a dedicated character, it could have a dedicated execution and all that stuff, but instead we need to go in here and...
Well, hell, this is all I got.
Okay, this is... Okay, here are... Okay, so this it is equipped there. I don't know. All right. Yeah, fly me in a helicopter so I can use my fucking beam sword. Yeah, bring me to Oakland. I've got to cut some fools.
Kill confirmed. Eliminate hostiles and secure their tags. We've taken the lead. We've lost the lead. Confirmed that one. Tag secure. Kill confirmed.
My monitor just went black. And now I'm playing in the OBS preview window, which is not acceptable. Remember the thing I was telling you about that this monitor would sometimes do? Where sometimes it would just go dark and I have to unplug it and plug it back in. It did that. And the latency on that preview window is bad. So let me... I don't know what causes it. It's bad. Let me unplug this monitor, which is going to wreak havoc on a bunch of stuff. Hopefully won't crash the stream. So now the game is running full screen on the wrong monitor, and I have it turned vertically, so we're gonna. And hopefully you're still there. I can't see OBS anymore because it's behind the game. Hold, please. All right, that's better. That is still fucked up.
Enemy UAV active. Hostile UAV in the area. Hostiles launch.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It does not happen very often. It hasn't happened in a while. Wait, there's a guy here. Oh. So now you're getting a weird, different aspect ratio. Well, that's horrendously broken.
Hostile UAV in the area.
I do like this monitor, but this thing that it does when it does it is super fucking bad.
Enemy UAV active.
Anyway, that's the Gundam stuff. It's way better than I thought. It's better than I thought it would be, for sure. But that's mostly because of the gun noises. I think the kill effect is really nice on them. It's pretty cool. As skins go, especially for Call of Duty, I think they did a really nice job with that one. There's still, again, I do think that it would be cool if they did, if they had voices from the show or something like that. You know, they could have done more with it. But I like that the skins kind of looked like parts like strapped onto a dude, instead of just the full-on Gundams running around human size. I think that's kind of neat. It's clever, you know, if you're gonna figure out a way to put Gundams in the game. I think that's a good way to do it. This OBS window is all fucking crazy now. I gotta make it, resize it so I can read chat. There we go. Destiny, the finalist of Final Shapes. Yeah, yes, no, what if they made a good Gundam game? Yeah, I mean, sure, I guess. But what is that? You know, when they made Gundam Overwatch there for a while, people seemed to be sort of into it. I remember those Gundam fighting games for PlayStation were kind of cool. But at that point, are you just making a mech game? Because I don't know, would you rather have a good Gundam mech game or a really good non-licensed mech game that just had more customization and more parts than a licensed thing might ever let you get away with? Yeah, that Gundam Overwatch game feels like it just fucking vanished. Remember they did their beta, and then it finally came out, and is it it's just gone now, right? Like it's not. The Gundam Evolution, is that what that game was called? I'm typing Gundam into the internet. Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation. SD Gundam Battle Alliance. SD Gundam G Generation Cross Rays. Yeah. I liked that Ghost in the Shell shooter that came out. It was not a great game, but it was a free game, and for a free game, it was pretty good. But that didn't last. It lasted longer than that Gundam game, I think. But Steam has gone too far. Okay, this doesn't even have nudity. I'm being presented a game here on the front page of Steam. It's an anime styled lady with a carrot stuffed in her mouth, and she has gigantic boobs. Dare I say it, the carrot is stuffed in there suggestively. And it appears to be a clicker. And it is not tagged with nudity. That's, well, then forget it. Well, then forget it. I tried playing some Destiny 2 yesterday, which was launch day. And it didn't go so well. I got through the first mission, and then it kicked me out, and then sent me back into the first mission afterwards. So I'm hoping things are a little bit smoother today. Because I want to see this thing, you know? It's... It's a weird thing. I want to see how the Destiny story will, quote-unquote, end. But also, I have not played enough Destiny in these last few years for whatever the ending ends up being to really matter. You know what I mean? All right, this is... Destiny has launched. Destiny is the only game I keep installed that loves to launch at a higher than native resolution. At every turn, it is telling me, no man, run it higher, a super sample, and then scale it back down to fit your monitor. And I'm like, no, stop doing that. Just set it to, no. I have a lot of my own reasons why I don't want to do that. And it will never respect my decision. Never. And so I will have to go in here and... Oh, I can't even do it from here? Is that weird? Okay. We must log in. There. It's always like, hey man, what about 3620 by 2036? And I'm like, that's not a real thing. How about 2560 by 1440? You know, so it doesn't take every single other thing I have open on these other monitors and move it around every time I launch the game. It has made the chat window text super big. Thanks. Thanks. Oh. And now it's literally running in a window. Borderless windowed or windowed full screen? No, what? All right. Let's try this again. Nope, that just broke everything again. Yeah, 3620, but you mother... Hang on. We're almost there. I can feel it. Why is it? Okay. All right. We're going to get the game up on the stream at least. Or at least try to. I have it in borderless windowed, but it is not centered to the actual window of the monitor, and I can't adjust it because it's borderless. So this is questionable. Okay. We're going to go. All right. Windowed full screen ended up being what I wanted. Not borderless windowed. which is weird. Is this ship the final shape? It's a shape. This game still really throws a lot of old stuff at you, and as someone who's not finished a lot of stuff, there was definitely like an aspect of like, wait, what am I supposed to be doing? And even when this seems to be the central, like, pick this one to continue to play the campaign. And it's what it's going to do here. If it was doing the same thing it did last night, is I'm going to hit this button and then it's going to disappear and then come back with the mission name on it instead of just saying campaign. Yeah. So it's going to make me, this is the first mission of the campaign. It's going to start me at the final checkpoint, which means we're going to load into it and play about 20 seconds. And then hopefully it will save that progress and let me play the next mission this time, because it was not. You tried to get into Destiny last year and couldn't figure out what to do. Yeah, that's I get it, man. Like it's if you, especially if you were to buy all the expansions, or I don't even know what it looks like if you don't own everything. If it just has a bunch of locks everywhere or what, but like, okay.
You cling so desperately to your pain, your failures. You have lost.
We gotta follow this bird.
Guardian, go! Go!
We gotta follow this bird. So far, it's been some really great-looking cutscenes and some storyline stuff that really tries to frame the stakes about how crazy it is right now, and they've done a pretty good job of that. They've done a pretty good job of that, but again, it's hard because it breaks. and then you're left like, well, wait, what's, and so this is now the third time that I've seen this cutscene. I won't skip it because chances are you haven't seen it. And it's got friggin' astronauts in it. But if anything, when I look back at the last decade or so of Destiny, the thing I wish it was better at was letting a player who is playing alone see more of the best stuff. The raids in this game are really neat, and it makes sense why you want to play it with people that you're communicating with and everything. And I know that they've tried to mitigate that with some forms of matchmaking and everything over the years, but these days when players seem to struggle to finish any video game, I think the choices they made around locking their biggest story beats behind things that only super dedicated players will ever see is kind of a weird choice. It's a bold, I mean, it's in a just world, that would be the right choice, right? Is that the players who play the most are the ones that are rewarded with the cool shit. But that requires a level of dedication that a lot of players are not going to have for plenty of games. And I did I played a whole fucking lot of Destiny, man. But at some point I fell off of it, and that was that. And I think that it just, in the interests of like, people spend fucking thousands of hours working on this game. Millions of hours over the last decade have been spent crafting this video game.
That vision.
they should want as many people as possible to seed the shit. That's where I'm at on it. You know? And so there's some stuff that got removed from the game as of this release that I never saw, and now will probably never. I mean, I guess I was never going to see it anyway, but it's just, I don't know. That's just sort of weird. If Destiny had been a little more friendly to the, I guess I would say casual player. Like I probably played a lot more Destiny than most people, but I would still say casual in the context of it being MMO-like in nature. And I think if they had done a better job of bridging that gap and saying like, hey, here's some really cool stuff that you can do on your own, you know, that you could play through these campaigns. And I think the core original Destiny 2 campaign was good and fun and was a good time and resolved in an okay way. And you could do all that by yourself if you so chose. But then when you dip back into it, and a lot of the other things that they've did over the years, it's kind of, it doesn't feel like that anymore. I don't feel like I'm getting like interesting story or interesting moments as a solo player.
We've crossed the threshold. This is it. We're really here.
Fuck that bird.
Mara,
Can I ride?
I can't
Oops.
pick up anything. No comm signals from Seoul.
Nope.
Zavala, Ikora, do you read us?
At least not yet.
We're alone.
And I think that there was a certain repetitiveness to some of the things they wanted you to do in this game. Like the joke became like every single thing is you picking up a ball-like thing and dunking that ball into some kind of receptacle. How do you solve problems in Destiny? Basketball.
Grass.
This is the sequel to Bill Lambier's Combat Basketball.
The heart of the traveler would be like, but it's beautiful, isn't it? And so familiar.
How's Keith David? Keith David's good. He's no Lance Reddick in the terms of like, it still seems a little weird for that voice to be coming out of that guy's mouth, but given the circumstances, I think he does a wonderful job with what I've heard so far. Yo, there's flying bad guys in here.
Servants of the witness. They must be remnants from a conquered species.
So the witness, if you've seen some of the cutscenes, is the weird dude with the big eyes who looks like a novelty bong, and just like billowing smoke is coming out of his head at all times. It's really cool and also fucking ridiculous. This gun has, I don't remember because there was a tooltip a year and a half ago about how to do it. See down there where it says grenades prepped ×2? This gun has some kind of grenade functionality that is unique to this gun and other guns like it, and I have no fucking idea how to use it. Hold reload. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Sweet, we got an icon of darkness. Remove the darkness barrier.
There. Light and dark are colliding nearby, forming a wellspring. We can use it.
You've discovered a prismatic... Oh, man. That's... Oh, okay. Let's transcend. We've done it. We've transcended.
Power tore right through their defenses.
Did it? Bound combatants are shielded from all incoming damage by the will of the witness, while transcendent, you will pierce their shields. Okay. What, we got some boots or something? Oh, a helmet. One of the nice things about starting a new Destiny campaign or season or whatever is that, you know, meaningful gear just starts dropping again. You're like, ah, yes, 1911, great. You get back to what matters in games, you know?
I know this street.
Making the numbers go up.
I know that shop. That's the tower. That's our tower, before Gaul destroyed it years ago. Wait. I'm picking up a Vanguard emergency transponder. It's faint, but it's not far from here. Someone else must have made it through.
So, you know, we've got some ostensibly new enemies here, but like, I don't know. They're just kind of scions with... Oh. But yeah, at some point, you know, when they started, oops, not a great throw. I'll take it. When they reworked how the subclasses work, like I really lost my way with this game, in terms of like how I'm supposed to play it and how I'm supposed to play my class and some of the other options at my disposal. I felt I became disconnected from my character a little bit. You know, it was like, oh. Do I need to come over here and transcend? I'll show you what I mean when I'm out of combat. I'll go into the menus real quick. This is... What am I missing here? Do I need to... Okay, prismatic flicker. There we go. Good news, everyone. We have another icon of darkness. This is what the decades have done. We have an icon of darkness, not a red key. You think, oh, I found the red key. Now I can go open the red door. No, we found an icon of darkness. I mean, even by the time they got done with Doom, they're like, what if the keys look like fucking skulls? I just like doing this. Like, that's still super fun. And my monitor went fucking out again. That's awesome. This is great. This is fucking great. Man. And because I can't pause, I've got to fight my way through this. Okay, radar looks clear. Now I will unplug and replug this monitor. Does it go out when there's a bright flash? It might be. And the monitor basically goes dead and acts like it is not there in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's still plugged into the system. The like, Windows still knows there's a monitor there, but like, I can't use the remote. I can't bring up the OSD to change over to another input or anything like that. It just, like, it's dead. I have seen a couple of other people complain about it, but I wonder if there's something with this, because I just installed new video card drivers this morning. I wonder if there's something with those that's causing it to happen more frequently. Do I use DisplayPort? Yes, I do. It's the same thing that happened when I was playing Tekken. It's the same issue, yeah. And now it just happened with Call of Duty and now Destiny. Oh, I gotta find a thing for you, huh? It's over here. It's a good thing they put one of these nearby. Otherwise, what would I do? Does that count? Or do I need to... Okay. No, that did not count. So it said I needed to click the sticks in. There we go. It didn't do it last time I was there. Like, the stick clicking seems inconsistent. I don't want to brag, but I'm pleased to report we have acquired another icon of darkness. I like this when, you know, like after you kill somebody, if you reload, it'll reload faster and it just plays the animation super fucking fast. Like, that's cool. I don't know. Well. That's just fun. To be a human missile. Or a, I guess human, right? Yeah, human missile. And launch at a fucking thing and blow it up. That's rad. It feels good. It's fun. there are other things you could equip instead of that, and you know, some people who think you should be playing right have you do other things with it, to which I say, if I can't do that, I don't want to play this game. But here's what, you know, they reworked, and if you don't remember the old one, it probably won't mean much, but like at some point the subclass screen got redesigned to this, and I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at anymore, man. Like, while you're amplified, your arc special, okay, so we have grenades, and we can equip different grenades, and I like this grenade. Hold while grounded to plant your feet and begin charging your fist with arc energy. Okay. This is the different types of jumps you can equip. This is an air dash that you can do, or I could have a barricade. Fuck a barricade. I'm not here to hide behind shit. I'm here to punch motherfuckers. And so all of this stuff synergizes in ways that you can kind of have some control over your build, where if you want to be punching guys with maximum efficiency, there's a right stuff to equip to do that. Okay, now you're covering the thing I'm trying to look at with this information. So critically wounding a target or breaking their shield infuses your melee attacks with arc energy and increases range. I think what I ended up doing is I stared at this stuff for a while, equipped anything that made it sound like it was better for punching people. And that was that. And I guess I don't have these slots unlocked. I don't know, man. And then there are these other... Like, I never really used the stasis stuff because I didn't really play that expansion much. And then there's the grappling hook thing, the plant one. Is that a subclass, or is that something that was situational for that specific expansion and it's not actually, I don't know. Strand, yes. Strand. I'm missing Strand. Yeah, so I played into that expansion to use that a few times, and then I was like, I don't like doing this, and so I uninstalled the game and never got it, because I just did not find that ability fun to use. Anyway, $1911 is higher than 1909. I wonder how many players get lost right there. You know, maybe if they splash some yellow paint around the inside of the Traveler.
This was the old Vanguard command center, but it's changed. Light and dark.
There's a fat tree here. It's weird.
More than I've ever felt before. It feels like you could reach out and pull all that power to you. Control it. Could you?
I don't know. Could I? Let's commune. There are definitely things about Destiny 1 that I miss, but also...
The line between light and dark it's gone. It's gone. Guardian, you fused light and dark into harmony.
This seems like a really big moment to have just show up as a menu. You know? Wait. So does this mean I can just use everything now? Is that what the... Is that what they did with Prismatic? Is they're just like mix and match the abilities from some of the different things? And we're going to put an icon next to it to denote what's what. Strand grenade. Ability not yet unlocked. The Polka Pond in Neomunia. Alright, well, I'm not gonna... Well, I guess if you're gonna get to this point, this is the sensible thing to do, right? Is to let people mix and match the different things. But you sure did equip a bunch of stuff that I don't know how to use. And you're sure not letting me rebuild my ARC class. Throughout your journey, you'll find and unlock additional options. So do I have to like re-unlock some of my existing things? There sure is a lot of locked shit down here. Transcendence can be used without a prismatic wellspring and grants a new grenade that combines light and darkness damage types. The Prismatic Titan starting build excels at locking down targets with Diamond Lance and following up with devastating melee attacks. Boy, what's Diamond Lance? Here it is. A weapon of Vex origin. Stasis aspect. Press right trigger to throw the lance. So this is my super then, right? I want to be a torpedo man, though. I like being a torpedo man. Anyway. I'm gonna stop looking at this. Okay, don't have it. Okay. Okay, so this is the super then. Okay, well this is the what's ability again? Dude. Oh, this is when you get kills. So this is instead of the amplify thing that I had before, I guess, then. Dude. Yeah, how about we do this one because it's fun. So is this like the... Oh, man. Okay. So we do have some fragments, but it looks like they're all equipped. Already, so... I need to stop looking at this. And I'll just figure it out as I go, hopefully.
We can use this. We're stronger than we've ever been. We can use this. Let's go.
But I can't remember the lingo. So there was I had, obviously your melee recharges, and then there's the hold circle. No, that was how you put the shield out. But I don't have the shield equipped. I do the dash. I'm Mr. Do the Dash. Wait, there are bad guys spawning. Build Transcendence energy by dealing light and dark damage or by applying subclass debuffs to combatants. Dude, what? Light damage and debuffs will fill the light bar. Darkness damage and debuffs will fill the darkness bar. Kinetic damage will fill both bars. I think some of this tutorial stuff that they do could probably be better as well. This is the end of the first game, isn't it? Isn't this basically the boss fight from the end of that game? But inside the tower from... Oh, what? Okay. Hang on now. Why was I flying? I started flying there? I started flying there. I was suddenly in the air. I miss the way that I used to play. They made me worse. They said, here's this thing and now you're more powerful than ever before. And I'm like, so you keep saying. But I don't know, man. Also, I have no idea how to throw those spears that they were talking about. Or the diamond lance. How do you like how that shit works? See, that's just fun. I launched my head into that dude and he fucking blew up. That's cool as shit. But I know that this is the tower from the first game, but wasn't the boss fight in the Black Garden or whatever basically this? Like, I remember there being pillars kind of in the way of a spawn point.
That was intense.
I remember that basically being how that campaign ended.
Traveler, it's hurting. I can feel. I feel it's...
Should I just use an upgrade module quickly before it's... I guess I don't. Whatever. It's not great when you have situations like that too, where you have this kind of run-of-the-mill fight and then all the VO is like, that was so intense, and you're like, I don't know, man. Have you seen what I've had to do over the last 10 years? Like,
What's
that was
next?
just another fucking
We're
guy.
outmatched. We're alone, and what is that noise?
It's coming from over there.
Oh, right. Your character speaks occasionally. I forgot all about that. Like, what the fuck?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You gotta get better boots, Crow. I could hear you coming a mile away. Now, Aldrin, he could sneak up on a fella.
Makes
You're
sense that
not
he would be
Crow.
alive inside of the Traveler or whatever. Dude, let me equip the harmonica as a grenade.
Well, I'll be damned.
Cade. How long has it been?
It's been like 4 expansions. Several seasons at least.
Lifetime. The kid told me a few guns were on their way. Said the Vanguard would send their best. It's real good to see you two. I finally have someone to talk to about Crow's stupid haircut. Come on. I'm guessing you have questions. And I won't say I have answers. But let's talk.
He falls down the stairs,
I'm
snaps his
Crow's
neck,
haircut.
and whoops, he's dead again. Dang it. So is the inside of the Traveler basically where King Kai lives? Is it just like while we're inside here?
Well, where to even start? I died. You probably remember that. Not great. Partly my fault. Lesson learned. Let's not dwell. And after that, nothing. But not a bad nothing. A peaceful nothing. I think I felt her there too. My ghost. Sundance. She was part of me. Or I was part of her. Like we were two cards shuffled back into our deck, whole again. And then there was... well, there
Some
was
goop? Plants?
pain.
I ran from the
Separation,
plants.
Something pulling me out. I woke up here in this body alone. No ghost, no way to use the light. And what could make this traumatic experience better than finding my killer waiting for me? But we talked it out because we're adults. He seems nicer these days. Yeah, pretty low bar, I'll admit. Because we got bigger problems. Bigger, weirder problems. Crow said this was all inside the Traveler, but I already knew. It's in pain. Pain I can feel. Somebody's up in that monolith with their hand on a knife. Crow calls it the witness.
Look at this fucking guy. Look at this smoke monster.
What it's doing out here has a name too.
He's hotboxing the Traveler.
The final shape.
The final shape is a sick fucking bong.
So I figure, might as well try to stop it.
Fuck yeah, Cade. I don't know, that's... yeah. They showed him in some cutscenes and stuff. I don't think it's... well, I guess it's not a surprise at this point that Cade is a thing again, right? Isn't that how they kind of ended the last thing off? Oh, I see. Destiny.
Already, but it is good to see you. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
It's good to see you too, Cade. I never thought...
Hey, it's all right. I get it. This is a lot. And as much as we both want to catch up, we ain't got that kind of time yet. We got to get out there and find Crow. I was expecting him, not you, and that ain't a good sign.
Yeah, you're right. We can save the celebrations for later. Guardian, we should... Can we talk for a minute first? Just you and me?
I'll give you two some privacy. Last I heard from the kid, he was out on patrol. Called in some
He
sort
should
of
just stick his
darkness
fingers in
anomaly.
his ears.
I'll scout ahead. Catch up with me when you're ready.
So, Cade, I looked him over while you were talking. Scan says that's really him. There's a few readings I can't explain. He's made of light, like me, like the Traveler. Ghosts are guides, conduits for the light. Cade might not be able to wield his as a weapon, but if he's like me, maybe he can share the Traveler's light, like we do. I'm not sure. This is new. But look
A
at what
human
else we
ghost
gained.
or a robot
I can
ghost,
feel
I
it.
guess.
The way the light flows
I guess they're all
through
robot
me.
ghosts.
Freer, harmonious with darkness, a full chromatic spectrum. I've only experienced something of this magnitude once before, when the Traveler created ghosts to raise guardians. When I was
See, what I
born,
thought would be funny is if it turned out
going
that
to
the
need
Traveler
everyone to
was
save
not
my
a
witness.
sentient. It was just like this
Cade's
random
got a lead on Crow and
machine
Flint.
that was
Let's
malfunctioning,
start
and it
there.
happened to do all of this stuff. And you get to the center of it, and you're like, oh God. Like, can we take control of this and wield it, or is it just fucked, or what, you know? That, you know, humanity was worshipping a giant ball in the sky that had nothing. I was gonna say, is this our seasonal item? Yeah, I guess it is, huh? I guess it is. I don't like this. I never liked this. This screen where you're unlocking this stuff and it's like kind of seasonal and everything else. Like I just, and all of them are usually the same or similar, where it's like, well, now you can do stuff to barrier champions. I feel like this just feels like one of those needless layers of like, yeah, you can upgrade stuff and you should, because there's guys that need these upgrades to be killed. It's like, well, why are they here? You know, it's just, it's at some point it's like, it just feels like needless busy work. But that's live service games, right? I don't want to equip a sword. Like I don't want to dick with any of this stuff. I so don't care about it. I guess now I could try to upgrade something. Just burn an upgrade thing, because I have like 7, like I've got upgrade storage, upgrade modules out the ass. I've got the maximum on my person, and then I've got whatever pre-order bonus things for the last couple of expansions sitting in the terminal back in the tower. But I don't know, you know, the raids I did early on. Vault of Glass and a couple other ones. I thought were really fucking neat, and there's not a lot like that in gaming. In console gaming, I guess I should say. You know, outside of like a dedicated, like full-on fucking MMO. And
feels a bit strange being back on this side of the comms, just like the good old days.
and that's neat, but
Now, last transmission I got from Crow was just before you showed up.
it's kind of
You said
also
he and
not
Glint were scouting
really what
ahead.
I'm looking for out of
Right.
a story-driven
You called in some
first-person
sort of
loot
anomaly
shooter
said you'd
thing
sniff
or
around the
whatever
perimeter.
else.
Personally, I prefer a little more direct approach.
This is neat. It's been a fucking real long time. Man. Took some doing to get on top of this building. So this fucking
tell you about
bird
the
wants me to
hunter
jump
vanguard
off.
before me?
Yeah, fuck it.
His name is Andal
I love to jump out of the
Brask.
tower.
He was my mentor. Great shot. Terrible gambler. Still, we had this friendly little wager about what was inside the Traveler. I told him there's nothing. So of course Andal says, well then I'm betting on everything. Everything. Lucky guess. The inside is a composite of the outside. You're gonna see some things you recognize, and some things you don't.
It's fucking crazy. There's a tree and a chair.
Unless it ain't. But I can guarantee you the Shadow Legion up ahead are as real as they come.
Fuck is that? Ah! Oh, do I need to... I guess I gotta do a thing, huh? So wait, I thought if I had that subclass equipped, then I just click the sticks in. There we go. That's weird. That's really... There's something about the clicking of the sticks is weirdly inconsistent. Oh, Diamond Lance. Hey. Great. Ooh. My aim is, I'm gonna turn the controller sensitivity up a little too high. Ow. Aha. Squeezing me real hard here, man. Oh, my thing wore off, and these dicks are still here. And now I'm half frozen or something. Hang on. Not you. I want to go shoot those other fuckers while I'm juiced up. Fuck off. Wait, that shit wore off already? Oh. What the? Yeah, there's like mechanics that I just have never fucking used before because I didn't play some of the other stuff. Just fuck off. You as well. Oh. As soon as I hit the fucking super, my monitor went dark again. Great. Great. Awesome. Why is this happening so much today? The only thing I've changed is, well, I mean, you know, I wasn't playing this game, and it did at times seem to be game specific. But I wonder if there's something about the video card drivers that is causing it to happen more often. It's a very small window I'm playing in. It's frustrating. All right, let's go through this process of unplugging this and plugging it back in yet again. Okay. All right. Now we're back in business. What were we doing? Running, right.
The bird from our vision. That can't be a coincidence. Let's follow it.
I don't know, it flew this way and then but the next one's over here, so
Kate, is that you? Glint, where's the damn kid? I've been trying to reach you both on comms for hours. Gone. The hell do you mean, gone? The anomaly we were investigating, it's a construct of darkness, I think. A cave mouth. It felt wrong, like it doesn't belong here. I begged him not to go inside, but you know how he is. I tried to follow.
trapped in a world of darkness.
That barrier, this place, the cave, it's impossible for me to push past it all.
Stay where you are. We'll find a way through.
Still can't ride my bike. I'm really getting the most out of this Diamond Lance, really nailing it.
control that barrier between us and Crow.
Aid? Any ideas?
Find some balls and dunk them in the
I was
hole,
never good
stupid.
at puzzles. It was always more Ikora's thing.
Huh.
I think those taken scions might share a connection with that dial.
Well, where are they? Let's follow the radar. Oh, I have psionic insight on me.
That's it! Do you see any other dials in the area?
Affirmative. But Guardian will handle it.
Okay.
Please hurry, Guardian. Crow has no one to raise him if he falls. Glint, this ain't your fault. He's my Guardian. My responsibility. And you're his. I know you want eyes on him, but you need to stay out of sight until help gets there.
Hi. You guys over here guarding the weird machine? Is it cool if I stand here and shoot you in the face for a while? I thought I had two. All right, find more dickheads. Oh, this is a whole other machine over here. That's this thing. I've done so great with it. Yeah, what do you think of that? All right, well, we got to go all the way around. Well, awesome. We got both of them one turn away, but we need to find more. Okay. I guess I should only kill one of them. And we want to go clockwise. Now run, 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 run. Ah. Oh, what the? Wait, did it do it? Conduit's activated 1 of 3. I thought I was... Now the light's up here, so we need to go clockwise. Did I have too much of it? Do I just need ×1? And need to go counterclockwise? Is that what it is? Yeah. Eat hot Diamond Lance. Hello, I'm Diamond Lance. Welcome to my video game. Suck it, dickhead. We just need one more. You. Oh, there's another light. Okay, we get to keep going with this. This is... Look. Counterclockwise. Probably about 3 times. I don't know.
Hey, what did you make of that bird that led us to Glint?
Well, it seems pretty obvious to me. I think it's pretty obvious to you, too. The real mystery is why nobody wants to say it out loud.
I will. A traveler. It's helping us.
He said it.
Mess it up, Guardian!
Oh, hey, one of these. Just out here doing public events now? Oh, that guy flung me pretty far. Allow me to put my thing down.
Mess it up, Guardian!
Yikes. I'll just keep punching the dude. I don't care. That's fine. More dudes for me to punch. More things for me to put down. Oh my god.
Mess it up, Guardian!
All right. Maybe if I go take care of these other ones before the enemies get over here, it'll be a little bit easier. You did the thing. I'm still flying. Yeah. Okay. This time I'm going to put my fang down.
Mess it up, Guardian!
This stomp is bad for me. I need to not be near him. It's a heavy, you go far. It's bad. It's bad when you go far. But this time, if I were to put my thing down, I think you'll find that things will go a little bit differently.
Mess it up, Guardian!
Hey, hi. Great shot. Another awesome shot. Oh man, I'm still... You gotta back off. Seems like it's probably the sane way to do this, because if I chew up his entire health bar with my super, it just spawns everybody all at once. Oh yeah? I don't think that's English. Ah. Fun mystical dome. Oh, it slowed me down. It was not a fun mystical dome. Yeah, did I fuck this up? Yeah, I sure did. Let's go swimming. Oh well. I picked up something, didn't I? What do we got? A 1910 pulse rifle. That might be... I don't... You know, is any of this going to do enough to matter? These are all still 1900. I should just ditch this shit. What is that? Why is that here? Power is disabled in the campaign. Oh, so they don't... Oh, weird. Well, what the fuck is the point then? The prismatic abilities, I don't know what to do with them. Like, when I punch my hands together, it's not like I can throw infinite grenades or, you know, like it doesn't... I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with that. Oh, just everything regens faster? Okay. I saw someone in chat saying it was infinite grenades, and I was like, that doesn't seem like it's the case at all. But maybe if I looked better, you know? Oh, this is not the look customization thing. Anyway. You say do ability spam, but with this thing I have equipped, I have to wait for that lance to appear, right? Isn't that my ability? Like, it doesn't feel like there is... I don't know. I am not clear on... Because they changed up a bunch of my class to other stuff, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Down to just him again, so where are you even shooting, dude? Ah, fucking monitor. Yeah, it seems like anytime there's anything really bright, the monitor just says see you later. Now I have to try to do the rest of this fucking whole fight in a goddamn preview window. This sucks, dude. Yeah, this monitor has been really good. Not a lot of complaints, but like today it's been, dude, this is the worst it's ever been with that stuff. Like, it had been so occasional that it wasn't something I even remembered happened, you know? But like the monitor still thinks it's turned on. Like my system still recognizes that there's a monitor there, but I can't do anything with it. I can't even, like, the power button stops functioning. Like I can't turn it off and on. The only way to get it back is to unplug it and plug it back into power, which then causes everything to move around to different monitors, because that's when Windows detects like, oh, there's only 2 monitors hooked up instead of 3, and so it's a very traumatic shift. If only you could pause this video game. Like, I don't want him to get close. I don't want him to fucking stomp me off the fucking cliff again. Easy.
No, Glint, you hold. The Guardian will give us the all clear.
All right. Let's plug this monitor back in. Let's see if this, you know, if a lack of HDR makes it a little less flashy or something. I don't know. All right, we just have well, this will go into our mailbox, so I don't. It's not necessarily wasting it if I don't use it right now, but I don't know. Let's infuse that 1910 into this. So now people are telling me that abilities are disabled for the fucking campaign, which is even crazier. The whole fun part about finding gear is finding gear. There we go. And, you know, if you adjust the campaign difficulty based on the, you know, it's all just math, whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter. Allow me to put my thing down. Fat nut. Give me this nut. Oh. Sorry. Sorry for busting that nut. Allow me to claim my prismatic reward. Another upgrade module. Hey, pardon me, I'm over here claiming a prismatic reward. It's abilities I had for years that they took away from me, and now I have them back, but I can equip them different, like.
Must be it. Glint's right. This feels cancerous. Like a blight. But it's different somehow. What is this? Incision. Guardian. You were thrust into an unending life of uncertainty.
Okay.
In my mind, trying to tear me apart.
Let us free you from this architect of your enslavement.
No! I did it. I fought it off. Shut it out.
No matter. Our voice will suffice.
Running through a cave.
That diorama.
It is but a facsimile, a testament to loyalty, an expression of longing.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Crow. We see his heart held in talons. We hear it beat with his twin sister's skill. Within the final shape, we offered a vision of our pride. Of yours. Friends, looking to him with trust. But, like you,
Uh-huh.
he chose pain.
Okay.
You use the darkness to exploit Crow's memories?
And the light to give them form. Don't you see how beautiful it all could be?
This is kind of just not really landing. Like, I'm just like, okay. I'm not even 100% sure who Crow is. So that's what I was talking about earlier. It's like, I'm curious to see how this ends, but at some point I missed so much of the middle that, like, what's even gonna, how much of it is even gonna mean anything to me, you know, all these years later. You know, I missed the entire middle of Destiny 2. Let's fuck that up.
We offered to erase Prince Baldwin's stain from the Dreaming City. To grant Crow dominion of the Reef, the Awoken, and all the stars beyond. But he chose pain.
This is nice looking stuff. Oh my gosh. Scary faces, no.
Crow believes he is resisting temptation. As do you. That material is immaterial. Only purpose can cure his heart.
It's fat axe.
His capacity for pain is that purpose. It is why he subjects himself so completely to your traveler. This belief was taught.
I gotta say, with this, what this guy's saying is resonating with me. I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, fuck it.
It can be unlearned.
Yeah, this has been, you know, yeah, this has been crazy. Maybe you are right, weird smoke man. The Witness looks like a fucking thing that like a fucking Hesher would draw on the back of his fucking books in high school. Dude, check this fucking shit out.
There. Up ahead. Crow.
Where's Servo?
Quiet. Listen.
You smell something?
I've seen these veiled statues before. You have too. It's whispering something, but I can't quite make it out.
Stop listening to it!
I told you to wait outside. This place is... I don't know what kind of effect it's going to have on you.
He's right, Glint.
I don't care. He doesn't get to make those decisions for me. We're supposed to be a team. Guardian and Ghost. That's how the Traveler made us.
Uh-huh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't ever leave me behind again. Promise.
I promise.
Let's set up camp outside. Kate's not far.
Of course he isn't. Tell me you got the drop on him at least.
You and the Guardian both need better boots.
Well, maybe I'll get lucky this time.
Is that... okay. All right. Well, we did that. Yeah, I don't know. It looks nice. Like the combat is, you know, is as it has been. It's just kind of hard to... It's hard to come back to it. You know, having missed so many different story beats and coming back into it when it's supposed to be this cataclysmic thing. Because you're like, okay, is this something that's relevant, or is this just kind of a tossed off thing, or what's the... And I assume people have finished it by now, assuming the servers have been up long enough, but I have to imagine that it does not conclude the story. Like people going like, oh, the final shape, this is where it ends. Like, I wonder, is there a satisfying conclusion at the end of this? Or they're like, well, we're going to do episodes for another year and a raid, and so we have to have satisfying conclusions there. The raid is the real ending. Yeah. See, that's a bummer, because like I'm never going to play that raid. What percentage of players that play Destiny, even after all these years where they've weeded out a lot of players, is going to play that stuff, is going to see that stuff? Oh, is it so like one team, so the first team who beats the raid will unlock a mission, and then anyone can probably play that mission? Is that what they're probably going to do? Okay. It's just it's a weird... Ultimately, it is kind of one of the problems with live service gaming, right? Is when do you end them? You end them when people stop playing them. And so how do you write stories that are malleable? And they do it. I mean, they know how to do it, I think. They do okay at it.
It's hard to describe.
But I think if you're not in the loop or not dedicated enough to really see the best stuff,
these pockets of darkness are physical manifestations.
Then you see the starts of a lot of story arcs, and you never see the endings because you come back to it once every 18 months and go like, yeah, okay.
You said it spoke to you.
In the dark, tempting me. The witness knows what's in our hearts and minds. It promises to make it all real as part of the final shape. Listen, whatever the witness is doing to the Traveler, our ghosts can feel it too. And it's spreading. Ikora would know what to do.
Well, don't worry, kid. We'll find her. Even if we have to blast our way through.
I'm glad he brought the radio.
It's that simple.
Sometimes it can be. Let's just get our bearings again. Refocus.
Agreed.
Ghost consulted.
What a relief to see Crow and Glint again. That cave we found him in, where the witness tried to possess me. A malignant place like that inside the Traveler feels blasphemous. That wasn't just darkness. It was reshaped by the witness. Corrupted. No wonder it could project itself there.
I know, right?
At least out here, the Traveler's light still protects us.
Yeah.
As much as it can, anyway. My shell? Don't worry. It's not as bad as it looks. Witness
I could replace it. I've got like a dozen different shells if you want. I mean...
Right, Guardian? Listen, the others spotted a location nearby that resembles the Io cradle. Sounds like something that would be of interest to a warlock we know.
Oh, that's funny. There's an objective that is literally listen to the radio.
That's the helm signal. Mara, we can barely hear you. I'll try to boost the connection.
Crow? Does this reach you?
She can't hear us. I'll keep trying to clean up the signal.
The portal remains unstable. Abominations you encountered are of the witness's making. This is but a fraction of the power it now wields. Using stolen light, it has created a new army in opposition to the one the Traveler raised. Stewards of the final shape. No matter. The Coalition convenes
I would see
to devise
Stewards
a
of the
method
Final Shape in
snelling the
concert.
witness's interference. Keitel and Mithrax have promising theories.
I would see
Once
Stewards
this desperate
of the Final
attempt to
Shape
slow
in
us
concert.
is left broken, we will rejoin the attack. Let my voice send you now, in flight to strike down the witness and all its followers. Go with hope and with vengeance.
I guess this is the pre-order exotic, or was this? Well, I don't want to use a fusion rifle either way. Like, might as well. I've got a lot of glimmer. You know, we'll at least level it to there. Probably don't want to burn enhancement cores on it, I guess, but I don't know. I also like playing at the start of these because your character starts looking real ugly again because you're getting so much random gear that any kind of fashion status you wanted to have just goes right out the window for a handful of hours because you're just equipping so much garbage. I mean, I guess I could go throw a shader on all this stuff, right? Is it? Where do I even do that now? I guess I do it here, but like there's the other... there. I believe this is the new one that came with it. I guess at some point these start to be sorted by the expansion they came with. Is that... Yeah. I could find my pimp jacket. That reminds me, I don't even know what is the... Okay. Increases thunder crash damage. Okay. For the longest time, I was wearing the boots that made you run faster. Any people switch from Chrome to another browser recently? Any recommendations? I'm a Firefox guy. I have been for a while. I've completely uninstalled Chrome from this machine. If I need another browser, because sometimes you just need to have a second browser, I'll use Edge. Or I have Arc installed, which is a Chromium-based browser, which is
I
okay.
came across some wreckage when I was scouting earlier. Dismissed it as another anomaly until Ghost described Ikora's ship. No one was inside. So she's alive. We just have to find her.
Yeah, and that's always easier said than done.
I'm sending you some coordinates.
Well, like Brave, I saw someone recommending Brave, but isn't Brave some kind of weird privacy crypto nightmare?
We'll start there.
Oh.
We're not the only ones looking for Ikora.
The hive already bothering you?
We can handle them.
Well, go right ahead. I'll be here for moral support.
Concentrated darkness.
Delicious.
The least we can do is put it to good use.
Let me dunk that darkness. These are nice looking areas, like good lighting. Like this is just a nice fucking looking game. Even after all these years.
Careful, Guardian.
Of that wreckage.
No, I'm not. I'm standing fucking still.
Or her ghost.
Nothing yet.
Why did it say, oh, view cleared? Do I need to shoot a bunch of bullets here? What? Oh, okay, let's... Oh, can't go back in that way. Oh, more nuts. Maybe it's this smoke out there. Maybe we got to go check that out.
There, up ahead. We know Ikora abandoned her ship. Maybe she found something.
Maybe so, but going it alone isn't worth the risk. I learned that the hard way.
Luckily, she's got the 2 sharpest hunters in the system to back her up.
Oh, yeah. And when do they get here?
That shield creates concentrated light. You can use it to power those wells. Where light rises.
Why don't you just let me open a door sometime, man? You
Sounds
know,
like you've
just
been reading Ikora's field journals.
I always try to learn from the best.
Guardian, we've come up with a fucking insane way for you to open a door. No, that's no.
More hive ahead. Eyes up.
Zivu Arath's followers again. Of course they'd answer the witness's
Of
call.
course, Zivu Arath's followers would be
Paying
here.
attention? Me, I see 3 glowing green eyes. I open fire, and then apologize to Eris later.
Okay, so there's one of these things too. This is a... Okay. Oh, yeah. Got to do everything kind of twice because you got to do it once for light and once for dark. Where was that again? And over here? Yeah. This one? Can I grab this one? Do I? Because I need to grab one and bring it down there, right? Ah. Huh? No. No. You? No? Well, I can't do anything with you because I don't have enough juice to do the thing. Can I just go? No. Is it one of these? It's this. Oh, did I not? Do I need to put more darkness in the thing? Well, the only guy left is this fucking guy, and I can't hurt him because I don't have enough. Oh, that is filling my meter, even though. Okay. So we can shoot a bunch of shots at him to at least fill the meter. And do one of these, and then do one of these. And I guess that opened that. Okay. Okay. Sure. Not really into the transcendence mechanic. All right, so we got some kind of pad there. We got places to put these things. Okay. I just want to get by you, man. 'Cause I can't fucking hurt you, so... These guys are not dropping hot triangles. Hooray. Oh, what the fuck even happened there? Oh! Untangle founts of light and darkness. Founts flowing, 0 of 4. There we go. Give me the triangles. We got so many dark moats. You don't even know. So this one's done, right? No? No? Okay. Okay, we'll go over here. I mean, that's a light one, so that doesn't... Is this going to do anything at all, or probably not, right? I mean, I already did that one twice. Ah. But that has not gotten the fount flowing. It still says 0 of 4. What the... Okay. So do we do them in some kind of order then? Is there... Okay. So now we'll do light again for that one, and then that one's a darkness. I think, you know, it...
So, using both light and dark energy is what brought down that barrier.
Mara often spoke of the balance of light and dark. We awoken were made in conflict. Our connection to darkness is as ingrained as our connection to light. Not all Guardians are awoken, but it does feel like we all share that conflict.
You know, it might be fun to use some of the other stuff and still have hammers. The mix and match stuff. Hammers are also fun. I liked hammers in PvP, which I never really played much of.
This is definitely Ikora's ship. Let's take a closer look.
Commander, Guardian.
Now this is some Destiny. Walk up to a thing, let the ghost look at it, listen to some stuff.
I cannot be certain.
All these triangles and dunking.
Without evidence.
Bah.
How did you put it, Zavala? Scientific obstinance. But there is an uncanny sanctity to this place. I feel an impulse. I seek to commune with the Traveler myself. I sense if I reach out, that it will reach back. If not here, where? Find me. I'll be at the cradle. It's just how I remember it.
Stay sharp. I'm picking up a reading very similar to something Crow and I ran into shortly after we arrived.
What, another charming gunslinger with roguish good looks?
A hive ogre. But it definitely has your humility.
It's resisting all damage. We need to find a way to break its immunity.
Not much of a shield, is it? Oh, right. Gotta watch out for that. Alright, that is not making my meter fill when I do it.
You could probably pack an even bigger punch.
There we go. Okay.
We've got it on the run. Crow, how did you manage to avoid it earlier?
Avoid it? Glint, How many times did you revive me? 5? 6? 12? But who's counting?
Not bad. Can't be efficient, be persistent.
Okay. I don't like it's past a certain point, like mechanics like that are oftentimes I find off-putting. You know what I mean? Of like, oh, now when you get the shield, you'll get light energy, and when you don't, you have darkness, and you know, there's just aspects of that get tedious for me really quickly. But also, that's destiny, and so at some point, you know, they got to come up with mechanics. You can't just be like, I don't know, shoot everybody here and then move forward. Like I think they were right to come up with a variety of mechanics and make more of the game a little more puzzle-like, but I just find some of that stuff to be really repetitive. This stuff is like, oh, there's a shield here. I guess I got to do a shield thing, and then, huh? And where are we dunking the energy this time? I don't know. We'll find it. Not there. There. And now we'll shoot them with guns to get darkness. You know, it's... Wait, why is there another shield? Do I have to do more fucking shield shit? I'm over this shield shit. They're not spitting out motes, so... Oh, they're spitting out dark motes. You want them here? Okay. Now can I get more light motes, or no? Looking like no. Or is it only those guys that spit out motes, and so I need to kill one of those guys with the shield and not the lesser enemies? They sure do seem to keep spawning them. As if they're trying to say something. There we go. Can I walk through the thing now or no? Come on. Hold still.
It's down. Look. Light. It's creating a path forward.
Sick.
Guardian, I'm sensing a surge in power. In both light and dark.
Hey, when we find Ikora, if she's...
Ikora's strong. I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, that's good. Great. But not really what I'm worried about. I was gonna ask if you think she's still mad at me?
For what?
I made a promise, then I broke it. I died.
Yeah, she hates you now, dude. Allow me to place my thing down.
Get ready, Guardian. The Witness's forces are heading your way.
It's me, Tormented Husk. They put me in the game. Let's go over here. So we got one of these pads. Oh, hi. Hey. Hey. Can you... Hey. Can you give me a hand?
The last of them.
Okay.
Let's get to Ikora. We found Ikora. She's deep in meditation.
If Ikora zenned out, she might actually get some answers from the Traveler.
I'm over here.
Thank you, Guardian.
No. Well, whatever.
I thought that maybe here, maybe the Traveler might give me some sort of guidance, as it once did for the Speaker. I closed my eyes and I opened my heart and mind. I think I heard it screaming.
So did we, when we came through the portal.
This place.
It's fucked up, bro.
The Witness infecting the Traveler. Darkness combined with light. I wish Osiris could see it. He was always ready with a hypothesis. But here's mine.
This shit is fucked up, and we need to unfuck it. Oh, that's your hypothesis? Is fade to black.
The witness brought darkness into the Traveler. Everything you see here inside it is a physical manifestation of a thought made real by the light. Your thoughts, mine, the witnesses.
Do we fight a marshmallow man later?
To weaponize that light, reshaping reality outside the Traveler into a perfect stillness. A great silence, never changing, never dying. Imagine your greatest triumph, or your most profound regret. Immortalized as a part of a universe where nothing exists except by the witness's consent.
Sounds cool.
It chooses what your eternity will be, and imprisons you safely inside it. This is its promised salvation. This is the final shape.
Final shape for pads?
The witness sees itself as the god it wishes the Traveler was. And although the Traveler resists the witness's corruption,
did you see?
And everything
did you see the Guardian in me?
Will eventually succumb. I always
this is just the plot of Brain Candy.
Not to put all his faith in the Traveler.
This is how the drug works.
The drug. The rest of us. But maybe
is made from monkey cum.
Exactly what we need. If light is powerful enough to destroy the universe, then light is powerful enough to destroy the witness. Come back safe.
Wait, am I going somewhere? What? Where the fuck? Just another diamond to run to. I'm starting to think the witness is right. I still can't ride my thing, right? Yeah. No. Why did I have to run all the way over here just to have it cut to black? Why was that even a part of this? And now you're respawning me over here, not near the campfire.
So, is there anyone else with you? Not Commander Zavala, I assume. This isn't quite up to his standards.
Oh, you have a radio as well. Oh.
Hey. I did my best, all right? Given the circumstances, I think Big Blue will forgive me. Will you?
No. It's too much. It's just too much.
This took a turn.
It's one thing for the witness to look in our hearts and minds, to conjure up our memories, but this...
Hey, Cora, come on, look at me.
I see you.
I know this is hard. It's tough for me, too.
Tough? What do you know about tough? You are always running off to play renegade, leaving me and Zavala to shoulder all the responsibility when we were supposed to be a team.
I know. I'm gonna make it up to you.
All right.
All right.
I know you like me.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You still have a lot to make up.
Well then, we better get started.
Wait. They disappeared inside the radio. We got to take this radio apart. Well, let's talk to the ghost, and then I'll probably wrap it
Cora
up.
has always had a strong connection to the Traveler. I think that's why she's so confident. Why she's never needed the faith Zavala has. She hasn't sought guidance like this for a long time. But this place makes you reassess what faith means to you. Ikora said our memories reshape the landscape, like the ascended plane. But here it's pure. It's not a recreation, it's a reimagining.
It's a remaster, not a remake.
That's why the Witness is here. It wants to weaponize the Traveler and transform the universe into a fixed state based on what it believes we deserve. The Witness thinks purpose is a static idea. Its promised salvation is a perfect ending it chooses for us. That sounds more like obsession to me. You can't bottle life. You can't pin its subtleties in place. It's wild and variable, imperfect. Like the light, it shines out in all directions, shadows and all. Commander Zavala would agree. Come on, Guardian. We've got a fire team to reunite.
We're getting the gang back together.
Scans are conclusive. Your
They
body
are
is a
inside the
construct
radio.
of light, even if you aren't able to wield it as a weapon.
Well, I guess I need my ghost to do that.
Yes, but still, this is nothing short of a miracle. A miracle that could only be made possible here, in this impossible place.
You sound like Zavala. Next you'll be saying that the Traveler brought me back for a reason.
It did.
Ikora,
Give me a better explanation then.
I don't have one. All I got is my hand cannon. No golden gun. No ghost.
Can I ask you something deeply personal?
About your golden
What
gun.
did you see when you died your final death?
No, that ain't fair.
No, it isn't.
Light. So bright it burned me all the way up, but I didn't feel any heat. Not a lick. I didn't feel anything, actually. Not with my body, because I left that back there. These anatonautes might call it being one with the Traveler, but I call it home. No pain. No fear. No Vanguard paperwork. That's heaven.
And Sundance?
She was shining there too. You want to know a secret? I miss it. Even more than I miss you.
All right, well, it's destiny. I don't know. This doesn't. This seems fine. I don't. You know, it's certainly more Destiny. But I guess, like, ultimately, I'm just not equipped to really experience this story the way that someone who is very up on this stuff probably is. A lot of that stuff probably hits harder if you know, care about those characters and all that sort of stuff. You know, all of that nuance is totally lost on me, you know, and going and watching some 10-hour YouTube video is not going to help that. It is it still feels good. It still feels like it always has. But I think, you know, as they kind of it kind of went off in a direction mechanically, or in terms of I think as they added, like, it was like stuff like barrier champions and stuff like just more elemental stuff. That was a lot of stuff that was oftentimes usually like at higher light levels, or you're replaying these things and, you know, you going and doing strikes that it's like, oh, this one's got solar burn or arc burn or whatever. It just feels like as they've leaned more into that, because they have to, right? You know, it's not just a shooter. You know, it is also meant to be kind of a role playing game, and it feels like that the thing they took away from the raids being exclusionary to a certain degree is to try to put more raid-like mechanics into more parts of the game, if that makes any sense. You know, you dunk a lot more out in the world doing stuff as opposed to just inside some of those early raids. And so those mechanics like go and shoot this guy so that you have 20 seconds with an item on your person, and then you can rotate this clock thing to make it take this barrier down. Like, none of it is difficult or whatever, and it's not necessarily meant to be. You know, I could go play on Legendary if I just wanted to be harder, but that's not necessarily any more fun. But yeah, I don't know. At some point, I came to the realization with Destiny, and this seems like something that, you know, would carry over to every other video game ever made. But it's something that definitely resonates with Destiny, is that if I'm not feeling it, I can leave. Like, I don't care about... There's always like, oh, you're getting close to the soft cap on your light level, and that means if you want to go above that, then you need to go do these much more difficult challenges, or much more like multiplayer-focused, cooperative-focused challenges in order to kind of grind out the rest of that stuff. And that was something I used to care about early on in the game's lifespan. When they started doing that sort of stuff, I was like, well, I've got to, you know, I've got to get raid ready, you know, and the idea of attuning for the raid and everything made that a reality. And then I realized, like, oh man, they're just going to raise the light level again with the next expansion, or they're going to, you know, at some point they're just going to bump everybody up, and, you know, there's going to be another regular campaign that means that whatever light level I am and whatever light level is the maximum light level is going to be completely insignificant all over again. And everyone's going to run around and pick up blue items all over again to raise their light level all over again. And I think once that kind of sunk in with me, it totally broke my willingness to do any of the end game like stuff, whether it's the raid, whether it's the, you know, the various other activities that they have come up with to kind of do after you kind of beat the campaign or whatever. Like the idea of like, I'm going to fly around to do public events. I was like, why? No. Why? Like all of the loot lust, all of the hooks that Destiny had in me early on, all of it faded away. Because it was this feeling of just like, all of this is utterly meaningless. And I don't mean in the grand scheme of things that all game loot is meaningless or whatever. I mean that the way that Destiny specifically built its activities, and the way that some of those activities would be gated by light level and gated by this, I became much more okay with going like, I'm just not going to do that. And at some point that I'm just not going to do that feeling came back, and the bar got lower and lower to the point where I'd get to, some of the campaigns do this. When they would add a campaign, it'd be like, okay, there's a gap here of about 10 or 11 light, and you need to make up that gap before you can play the next story mission. So go out and do public event stuff, go out and do other things to raise your light level. And I would hit those checkpoints, those kind of like, those speed bumps in the story, and just be like, dude, fuck this. I am out. And so like I have much more of a like if you don't like it, leave, hit the bricks attitude towards Destiny 2 because of a lot of that stuff. And I'd say it's a shame, but I also think that like the thing that they've achieved over the years is really, you know, and people, you know, people have been very unhappy with a lot of things that Destiny 2 has done over the years, but that's the nature of running a game for a decade. Is you're gonna, it's hard, right? I respect what they created. I don't think that, but ultimately, I think that the game pushed further and further in a direction that tells me, like, it's not for you anymore. And I'm mostly okay with that. This is kind of the most I've played of it in a while. And I do kind of want to stick with it a little bit, but then, I don't know. To what end? To what end, really? But I appreciate that they've been able to just stay on this journey. And I have to say, like, you know, for as much as the numbers, player numbers may have fallen, and, you know, Bungie's kind of been through the ringer lately, right? But largely successful. I have to think of Destiny ultimately as a success because of how much they have been able to establish it as a franchise and everything else over these years. And the interesting things they've been able to bring to first person shooters. Like, you know, you can tell that at least in the early days when a lot of this stuff was coming together, that there was those thoughts of like, here's what WoW raids are like mechanically, and how can we bring those to a shooter? And I think that's really fascinating. And it's really neat that they did that. But I'm just not going to play enough of the game to see that stuff. And ultimately, I think that's part of its downfall. For a lot of people, it has to be, right? Is that the things you have to kind of put up with, or the things you have to get through to get to what is ostensibly the good shit. It's a very high bar, and you have to have a team of 6, and you have to have this, you know, and to really truly experience that stuff at its highest level, and to see it the way it was meant to be seen, you need to have that crew. You know, matchmaking, you might get through it, but it's not the same experience as getting through that raid with friends after a dozen hours or whatever insane amount of time, right? I think there's not a lot like that, especially in the console space. And I think that's great. But this, yeah, I don't know. As much as I want to know how that story ends, I don't know if I'm going to see it for myself or if I'm just going to watch something else and hear about it after the fact, because I don't, because ultimately I know I'm not going to go all the way, right? And so it's like, am I going to play to the middle of the, you know, I'm going to play to the middle of the power curve and then give up, and I'll see most of the story and then I'm going to fall off? Like, I already know I'm going to fall off. So what if I were to just fall off now and move on, you know? I think that's kind of the hard thing, right? But anyway, that's the final shape. I'm going to get going. I hope everyone has a good rest of your Wednesday if you're watching live. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. It's a video. You could rewind it and watch me say hello again. I'll be back on Friday to rank some games, and then the Xbox or the Keeley's show will be on Friday. So, you know, come on through. We'll take a look at that stuff. See ya.